As you can see behind me, the F80 M3 is a monster. It looks mean. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. He probably knows a little better.
Honestly, I think that they captured really aggressive styling with this car. I think that they did a phenomenal job with the proportions of like the kidney grills, which is a big complaint in BMW's current design language, if you want to call it that, influence. This was really the last generation where they captured a lot of the kind of like muscular features on it, to where, you know, it has like in the right areas, like the hood. Here are the kidney grills. They don't overpower the front bumper, and they also don't overpower the headlights in terms of size. Then the shape of the headlights, what they did here with this little lit LED eyebrow here, I think they did a fantastic job. And then they kind of captured what we've been doing in the aftermarket for like the E46 with these angel eyes, right? Before they're traditionally fully round, but having that little flat bottom there, I feel like that kind of added character to it. They just did a really good job, even blacking out the housings. Everything on this car was well thought out, you can tell. And maybe just because I'm a fan of aerospace, that's the industry that I work in, I kind of see it. I don't know if you guys do, but right here, this grill, the shape of this opening, it kind of reminds me when you're looking at an F22 head-on. You know what I mean? Like the air inlets. I'm not sure if you know what I'm talking about, Ryan.
Yes.
If you look at an F22 Raptor head-on, like that.
Yeah. That
opening there, those air inlets, it really does remind me of that. So it's kind of cool that my love for aerospace and fighter jets and spacecraft and all that stuff, kind of see a little bit of it here. Obviously, I don't think that they were copying an F22 to design the car, but it's nice.
I mean, why do they call it an F80 then?
That's a valid point.
It is.
You know, and then we also have the signature bulge in the hood. It's fantastic. It's something that I just feel looks great from the front of the car. Really even at all angles from the side too. You can see it when you have those nice sideways shots of the car. Complements it well. You know, it has the fenders that bulge out, just everything proportionally. This car just makes sense. It all works together. It doesn't feel too big, doesn't feel too compact, like everything is scrunched together. Just great. I have genuinely nothing negative to say. Like, if I genuinely had one complaint to make about this car, it would probably be that I just missed the V8 and the E92s, you know. If they did something like the F90 M5's motor in this thing, holy crap, that would have been really cool. But I understand, you know, they can't do that to the F90. Kind of go back to the heritage of the inline six, and I'm not talking smack against the straight six. It's a very powerful engine, very capable. Kind of nuts to think that you can turn these things up so much without having to do any engine work other than the crank up. Overall, I'm very happy with it. You know, a year in after owning it now, it's just it's a fun car. It's a fun car. It looks good. You can have a good time with friends. You know, go out on dates. Look professional in the business world. You know, like it's a respectable car for that. It wears multiple hats. So I think that BMW really nailed it with this, and I'm really excited that we got to bring this onto the channel now as another content creator, if you will.
Another piece to the family.
Another sibling for Lucy, the E46, and Diane, the E36.
I think you're missing one, like, to me it's one big thing.
What's that?
The carbon roof.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's something that when I found this car, I was very happy with the spec. The carbon roof on black is just, in my opinion, like a timeless look, and something that we do, which we highly recommend. If you're in the SoCal area, hit up our guys at Vault Detail. Let them know we sent you. We'll drop his Instagram down below in the description. He ceramic coated the whole car, but something that he did for this is that he actually puts this black light layer on there, which is kind of like a protective film, like ceramic, for carbon specifically. That way you don't get that nasty yellowing of the carbon.
Yeah, I mean, this carbon has been through the ringer, and it's still
I mean, granted,
the camera focus.
There's a little bit of FOD from just, you know, like bugs dying on there and stuff, but overall, it looks still like the color of carbon. It doesn't look yellowed out and worn out. It's a very good product, and we touch it up every 6 months or so just to take care of the car. One thing I will say that I changed, I highly recommend, get these taillights. Do yourself the favor, get these taillights. These things are honestly the best purchase, the best bang for the buck investment you're ever gonna make on these cars. It's like 400 bucks. You can get them on Amazon, check the link below. And they're easy to install. I did it in my driveway with, I believe, just a screwdriver. And they look fantastic. You know, they fit the car very well. Look like they're supposed to be there, even though they're, I believe, M4 GTS replica taillight, or yeah, taillights. Probably the best upgrade I'll ever do on this car for the money. So something else that just came to mind, why did I choose this car and I didn't go for a comp M3? I know it's going to be a very controversial opinion for a lot of the enthusiasts out there, and you know, for you guys that are buying comps brand new at a dealership, I can understand why I'm not docking that, but since I picked it up in the used market, I chose to go with a non-comp. One, anytime you mod the exhaust, they sound like crap. Sorry, not sorry. I've heard so many cars with downpipes on them that are comps, and they sound like crap. You know, the notorious like rasp and all of that, which is why a lot of people go with the equal length midsection. Yeah, I just don't like it for that reason, and also, you know, there's really no difference with the suspension per se. Yeah, a little bit lower springs, but if you're changing springs anyways, doesn't make a difference. You're paying extra for nothing, in my opinion. I already got the carbon roof on here, and the only other difference that I can think of right now is the seats. I don't want those little openings on the backrest where, you know, friends can just hop on in and do one of these and mess with you, which I have buddies who have F80s and they've complained to me about that. And that just was something I wasn't up for. I didn't see the need in getting that, you know. I don't care about having the comp badge because ultimately everything is the same on this car. Power difference, that's just minor tuning from the factory. Even the dampers. I believe now you can actually change the pre-programmed settings of like Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus of the dampers to emulate what you would find on, I believe, the GTS and the CS. I think they have minor differences. From the factory, yeah, they have 10 millimeter lower springs, but this car's already on lowered springs. So, you know, that's already addressed. I didn't see a point in it. When I was thinking about getting this car, I was like, all right, I'd prefer to have all the creature comforts. Styling is going to be identical. Main thing for me for the styling was going to be the paint being black and the carbon roof. I like the blacked out look on cars. And given that this is my daily right now, this was just the logical move to make, and the deal was fantastic. So, like I said, not hating on you guys that got comps. I loved all of these cars. But when it came time to spending my own money, I had to make the smartest decision and really evaluate, was it necessary to buy it? I'm still a firm believer, no, honestly. I don't think that it was necessary, and I'm curious to see how this car is going to sound after we do some mods to it. Even if it just has downpipes, I'm curious to see if, like, how much different it's going to sound in comparison to a comp car, which there's millions of videos of that all over the place. And lastly, another reason why, from a content creation standpoint, I've seen a lot of stuff pop up on YouTube where it's like, oh yeah, comp this, comp that. You know, oh, check out this on my comp F80 M3. Cool. Not looking down upon it, but again, just to provide a little bit of a difference in the market, and, you know, not in the market, but I'd say in the world of content creation, putting stuff out there where it's like, oh, non-comp M3. There's people out there who want to see that stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. We kind of like have a point of reference for reassurance. Like, yeah, you don't, for those of you who don't know, it's like you don't have to get a comp to do all of the same stuff. It's just little things that are different from the factory. They're not really major hardware changes. So, with that said, I'm very, very, very happy with the car. I'm very much so looking forward to sharing a lot of the experiences that we're going to go through, and probably with you guys as well, and then all the stuff we're going to be doing to this car. So that said, stay gooned, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, I was talking more like almost sideways.
Actually, no, this thing was fucking fantastic. Car coming behind us. Hurry up, take a picture.
It's recording. Whoa! Run, go, go, go.